Guess that didn't take long at all, did it? I was shocked of the news that came out recently. I was actually heading to Magic Kingdom today, and it started raining. Somebody was telling me not to go out in the rain. The good Lord saved me from going out in the rain because it's raining even harder now. But I was going over to the Magic Kingdom to talk about the news that has broke here recently and what's going to happen. Don't know if I'm happy about that, so come along. My new my mug today for our coffee talk on this Wednesday. So come along and let's get into the news that has broke about the Magic Kingdom. I'm really disappointed. I wanted to go to the Magic Kingdom really bad today. I worked this morning from 5 to 1:30 and was going to head over there, but it started raining, then it started getting harder. The good Lord looked out for me and said, I think it might be time for you to go home, Todd, and that's what I did. Came home. That's why it's probably a little darker in here. Maybe you guys can tell. Oh, wait, let me get some background music. I like to... There we go. Little EPCOT background music. Because I also want to go there. We'll talk about EPCOT first. Get my sound just right. Hopefully you guys can hear that. EPCOT, today is Wednesday the 4th, and that means the new GO82 Adult Only Lounge 21 or older is opening up there at Spaceship Earth. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of coverage of that. We've already seen a lot of coverage of that, but I'm sure there will be more. The fireworks presentation. I'm interested in somebody doing the fireworks package that they have there. I think it's $179 a person. And then I seen some of the food, and I was like, is this all you can eat for $179, or is it just what you're showing me? I wasn't sure. So if anybody goes to that dessert package for the Illuminus, I guess that's what it is now, let me know in the comments down below, or just send me a message over on our Facebook group. Don't forget, if you're a Facebook group member, you can actually post it there about your experience at that new adult only lounge there at EPCOT. And then, out of nowhere, EPCOT drops a new popcorn bucket. And I'll put a picture right over here of the new popcorn bucket. I thought that popcorn bucket looked absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to take a look at that in person. Now the flowering garden is over. We've got a couple weeks, I think about a month and a half now before the next one starts. So it's going to be interesting going over to EPCOT to see what's happening. Got my coffee, of course, like I said, had to make me a good cup of coffee. I love this contemporary mug. Oh, let me show you the handle. I don't know if you guys ever seen this during the 50th, but I love the handle, love the mug, everything like there. So then, like I said, I was heading over to the Magic Kingdom. Oh, did you guys notice? I got a new PEZ display right up here. In fact, I'm going to work on that while we talk about what is happening at the Magic Kingdom. So hold on one moment. There we go. As we still got the monorail, I'm still going to get the green one to be a little higher than the orange one there. But Michelle bought me this little stand right here. And I've got some glue dots coming. So I'm going to glue dot my PEZs into this little stand. So we're going to work on that a little bit while we talk about what's happening over at the Magic Kingdom. And I'm still not very happy about this situation. I thought they would give us a little more time. I didn't know it would be so quick. I mean, we still got Indiana. Indiana Jones hasn't started over to Animal Kingdom. We still got Dinosaur for like a whole nother year. So I don't know why they had to rush the matter with the Rivers of America closing. I'm a little I just don't know about this. Maybe you guys can help me out. It is, 54 years. Rivers of America, 54 years at the Magic Kingdom. And it'll be gone. Just like the Muppets will be gone this week. This Saturday is the Muppets' last day. Hopefully I get over there Thursday or Friday to see the Muppets one more time. Eat some pizza Rizzo. Have that pizza cookie. But that'll be gone forever. No more. We won't be able to see it no more. And it kind of saddens me a little bit. But I understand. We got monsters coming. And now we got the new Piston Peak National Park that's coming into the Rivers of America, Cars themed. Of course, that's why I had to wear my Cars themed shirt today. But they're closing July 7th. I was shocked by that. I thought it would be maybe later in the year, but I was really shocked by the date that they were closing, July 7th. I still can't get over it. I still can't get over how quickly they're closing it. Let me open some of my PEZs here while we talk about this. Also, if you notice the gumball machine right there, I am going to put, and Michelle came up with this idea, rip old Elsa open. Sorry about the noise if it's a little too loud, but just thought we'd get on here and talk about the new changes coming to, there we go, to the Magic Kingdom and Rivers of America. Right there's Elsa. But I'm going to take the extra candies, because there's usually 3 per pack, and I'm going to throw them in my gumball machine. Here, let me get my gumball machine. Eventually, what I would like to do is open all the packs and have the PEZ in the gumball machine. But until I get enough packs. But I took the top off already. Just throw them in there. Throw the packages over there. Put Elsa over there. Oh, that's gonna look nice. That's gonna look real nice. But yeah, July 7th is when it's closing, and it was a shocker. I was surprised by the announcement. Now, from what I've been seeing, I watched Tom Cortis on WWNT the other day, and he was talking about how during one of the calls that he gets to partake in with Disney, that he's an approved social person for Disney, they were talking about sight lines, which I'm very excited. I need some scissors. Hold on. My scissors. There we go. Make it easier on me. But he was talking about sight lines, and he was very excited about the news that they are going to talk about sight lines and make sure they are kept properly. So that is a good step forward for this new project over there at the Rivers of America. It takes away one of my loved areas of the park. But he was talking about how from Liberty Square, you won't be able to see some of the theming because it'll be hidden behind waterfalls and stuff like that. So that is good to know. I was really worried about, I went to let's see, I got to put this gently. I went to a new park that is open that has some sightline problems. I went to the Monsters ride over at Epic, and as I'm standing in the queue, I could see the buses out on the road from Epic. So that really killed the whole theming of the ride, kind of. Now, I know it's still got to grow up, and I know there's still got some stuff to do and add, but when you're standing in the queue line and you can see the resort buses outside, kind of broke that sightline thing for me. So I am glad that Tom mentioned that that Disney has addressed that, and they're going forward will be making sure sightlines are a thing that we get back to at Disney, which I think we should have never left sightlines. Put those there. Forgot to get these out of this package. So that is going to be something that's exciting. He also mentioned that during his call that they had talked about the walls. The walls won't be going up immediately, and that the pathway, my favorite pathway to cut from Big Thunder over to Liberty Square, will still be usable. So that's nice to know. And none of the parade routes, since we got the new Starlight Parade starting, none of the parade route will be affected by the construction. So that's another good thing to come out. The only thing we're hearing that might be affected is the railroad, which I can understand. They got to close some of that area, but they're going to make it I guess they're going to go back and forth instead of going a complete loop, which is good to, that's a different concept. If anybody's ever been to Disneyland, I wish they would have changed some of the cars here in Walt Disney World. Disneyland faces this way. Not all the rows go this way. They face this way, so you're facing into the park when the train goes, and I absolutely love it. So that is nice. So some of the news coming out is very positive of what's going to be happening going forward with this project, and I am very excited about that. Okay, this might look pretty good. I think Michelle came up with a great idea for this one. I'm gonna have a lot of PEZ right there. 3 per pack. I just love turning on the EPCOT music and doing some work. But here, see if I can pick this up. And as we get closer, and then I'll show you the final result. But that's what it'll look. Oh, see, that's why I need my. That's why I need my dots. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, I just put my stand over there as I open my PEZ, and then I'll show you the finished product after we get done here. So I'm talking about the Rivers of America going away July 7th. It is very sad. Like I said, I've grown up on that. I've been going to Disney since November of 1971. That's just a part of my existence at Disney. So to see that go away, oh, that's weird. So in the packages, you get 2 packs of PEZ. But in the boxes, you get 3 packs of PEZ. Good to know. Good to know. So it's going to be a little heartbreaking, but I am excited to see what comes. I mean, we got the Starlight Parade starting July 20th. We got the Rivers of America closing July 7th. So I'm definitely getting over there to see some of that before that closes down. I want to ride the Liberty Bell a couple more times before it closes down. And I just want to make sure we record, and for future, if we ever have grandkids or anything like that, we'll be able to show them what it was like, but they're not going to care about what it was like. They're going to care about what it is now. And that Cars ride looks absolutely fantastic. Some of the concept sketches, I'm sure things are going to change over time, but we're going to have a new Thunder Mountain effects and everything going into place. So that's going to be great. We got a lot happening at the Magic Kingdom. And I know we had a new theme park open up in Orlando, and it's a fantastic theme park. If you haven't had a chance to go to Epic Universe, I would highly recommend it. Some of the detailing, some of the rides are absolutely fantastic. It's just like I said, some of the sight lines, not so much, not too great in that park. But I'm sure they're going to work on that and get that all fixed. But Disney's got a lot going on. I mean, we got, not that a new popcorn bucket is it's going to save Disney, but the new popcorn bucket is fantastic. We got the Food and Wine Festival getting ready to start. I just love this Hey. He's so cute. That one's for you, Todd. Todd 2, right there. Thank you, Lori, by the way, again, for those. The Moana. Got all kinds of good other package. The package PEZs will stay in their package. They will not come out of their packaging. So thank you so much up there for those. For all of our travelers that gave us those up there. Really do appreciate it. What else is going on? How you guys been doing? I know we don't do these live. I've thought about doing these live. What do you think about that? Should we do live coffee talks? Like once a week? We'll just do a coffee talk, but we'll do it live. What do you guys think about that? It'd be a little bit later, because we have to have, 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm recording this. You'd have to have a little bit later. But I think that'd be pretty fun to do a live coffee talk. Then you guys can participate. You can tell me what you want to know about. I was supposed to head over to Magic Kingdom, like I said, because actually we have some travelers down. Jerry and his wife are down, and I wanted to go see them, but wasn't able to because it was raining. They were going to lunch at Polynesian. Hope they had a great lunch over there. Hope to see them in the park later this week. Like I said, I will be going to not Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom's not till the following week or the week after that, because we got a cruise the following week. I cannot wait. Disney Dream, we get to go on that for me and Michelle's anniversary. It will be our 38th anniversary, and I just do not know how that young lady has put up with me all these years. And I know I married up. You guys know I married up. I know I married up. I think she's the only one I could fool, and you know, she's not sure about marrying that up. But our 38th wedding anniversary is next week, June 13th. That is right. It is a Friday the 13th, and I love Friday the 13th just because of that reason. It is our anniversary. Oh, there he is. Hat box is coming out, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he opened his PEZ. They should have stayed in the packaging. I like classic cars, like collectibles. I like to handle them and see them. I do not like, as they say in the classic car world, trailer queens, to where you look at them on a trailer, you never drive them, you never get to do anything with them. I like to hold them in my hand and see them, and he glows in the dark. Now, I'm not putting the candy in them. At least I'll stop at that madness. But, so it's our anniversary next week on the cruise. It's going to be a great time. We've got Melanie and Tony are going with us. Our travel agent of choice, they're going with us. And then Monica and Jeffrey are also going with us on that cruise. So it wasn't a group cruise. They just happened to join along on this one. The group cruise is still in November. If anybody still is interested in that, there's still some rooms available. I'll leave Melanie's information. It's right over here. Melanie's information. If you guys want to go on that cruise, we would love to have you for that. And then next week, while we're on the cruise, I think me and Michelle are going to do a video about the cruise for May. I can tell you that much. Next year's cruise, we got a big group cruise next year in May that we will do a video for while we're on the ship of the Dream, and we'll announce that group cruise. So if anybody wants to join us for that, it's actually for somebody's birthday. You know. So that's going to be a great cruise. But back to the rivers of America. You know me. I get all over the place. Okay, got all my PEZ. Got all the candy. Everything's open. No more candy. No more frozen. Amy, hope you and your daughter are having a great time on your trip. Sorry I didn't get to see you before you left, but I hope you're having a fantastic time at one of my favorite places ever to visit. So enjoy. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I got everything out of there. Could throw all that away. Mark and Julie, great seeing you guys were here. Julie, I hope you're feeling better. I love when you guys stop by the Contemporary to say hello. And they were down on vacation. Never got a chance to meet them in the parks, and they actually came by the Contemporary to say hello. So nice seeing you guys, and we will see you in November at the Columbia. We've already made dinner reservations for there, or dinner plans for there. Other than that, the Rivers of America thing I'm still trying to absorb that and get it. It's going to be okay, Todd. It's going to be okay. It's our Disney always changes. That's why the pillar at the top of the castle isn't finished in gold. It looks all tarnished and everything because we're never complete. We're never done. And this is just another plan and us moving forward with Disney and everything. Sometimes it's a little harder for us diehards that, I can't believe they're changing this. And I can't. And then I got to thinking, well, they've changed everything. And I'm like, no, they haven't. It's a Small World, original ride. Peter Pan, original ride. Tiki Room, back to the original ride. Treehouse, original ride. What's the other? Jungle Cruise, original. Now, they've changed some aspects of the rides, but they're still original. They haven't taken everything away. So sometimes I get like, I can't believe they're doing all this and everything. So it's going to be fine. This Rivers of America thing is going to be fine. We're going to go over there and film more Rivers of America. We're going to go walk on Tom Sawyer's Island. I know many travelers that have been coming to Disney for years and years, 10s, 20s and years, and would tell me, I never made it to Tom Sawyer's Island. Maybe that's why we're changing it. just could be. You never know. So hold on one second. I'm going to go put the PEZ in their new holders, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, got the display up there with the PEZs. Check those out. They look really good. Got a ton more room for more PEZs, so the search will continue for more Disney PEZs. I've decided I'm gonna hone in on the Disney, because there's a lot of PEZs out there. Mickey and Minnie, I think, are going to stay in the monorails. One's going to be a Mickey monorail, and when I get the green one, will be a Minnie monorail. And then, so all the different Mickeys and Minnies. If I get box sets up here like these, they will stay in their boxes. Now that is one thing I don't like to do. Packaging's not a big deal, but there's a lot of room in there for PEZs. So I got to get more. But check out the candy jar, the gumball machine. Look at all those PEZ packets in there. So gonna have some PEZs, but I think it looks pretty cool in there. So other than that, I just want to thank all of you guys for traveling along with us and being part of our traveling family. Thank you for sharing our channel with your friends and family. We're so close to 10,000. I think we're 210 people away. Love to get that by the end of June. So if you got any friends and family that want to be part of our traveling family, make sure you tell them to come over and hit the subscribe and like button. We went to Kazuna. I don't know if you went to see our video on that. The Kazuna, the Chinese buffet that took over Hokkaido, my favorite Chinese buffet in Orlando. Everybody loved that video. So if you haven't seen it, I know the sound was a little bad, but we got our mics fixed. I got our new mics here, so got those taken care of and fixed. So hopefully everything will be okay. I know the walk and talk Michelle had, you couldn't hear her, but if you put, anytime Michelle gets low, because she sometimes doesn't barrel voice it like I do, just hit the closed caption. It picks her up perfectly and you can read everything that she's saying. Walk and talks are continuing. Don't worry about those. With some Saturdays we just can't get out and do, our Sundays during the week we can't get out because of the rain. Now we're facing the rain and the heat in the old Florida here. So just want to thank everybody for being part of our traveling family. Over on Facebook, don't forget to go over and like our page and our group. You guys can post all kinds of stuff. I love when you guys are posting your trips and where you've been and what you're doing and what you're seeing. Just doesn't have to be Disney, remember. You can let us know, hey, I'm in Boston and this is a great restaurant. And well, I'll put it on there because we like to travel everywhere. You guys know that. Don't forget Instagram, TikTok, and anything else out there. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, but mainly YouTube. Thank you for being part of our YouTube Traveling Around Disney family. Gonna have a great rest of the week. Gonna be in the parks a little more since I'm now off Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. This is my last day of work today, so definitely gonna try to hit Hollywood Studios. Definitely gonna try to hit Magic Kingdom, and now I think I might have to hit Epcot to go look at that new popcorn bucket. I know, Heather. I'm sure you want that popcorn bucket. I'm sure that'll be a popcorn bucket you need to get. So, until next time, travelers, like we always say, thanks for joining us on a great... Oh, by the way, check it out. Boom. Thanks for joining us for another great coffee talk. For watching me put my little PEZ display there. Just for letting me vent and being part of your family. And you guys being a part of our families. And until next time, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there.